What's up, Grace Life? What I like the most about this camp is the worship, 100% the worship. And what else I learned was how vulnerable our friends are and showing how much they love Christ.
My favorite thing about church camp was worship as well. And the thing I learned was how good it feels to have the Lord in your presence at all times.
What's up, Grace Life? And we love getting closer to each other at camp. I learned that we need to extend forgiveness and grace to others.
And I just love reforming our relationship with God and becoming closer to Him.
Bye!
Hey Grace, Shiloh and Maria. And one of my favorite things that I did in this camp was the concert. And then also, one thing I learned this week was to forgive people even though they may not have deserved it.
One of my favorite things was hanging out with new friends and getting to know people. And what I learned is you gotta chime in when you do worship. You gotta do it.
Hey Grace Life. I'm Naomi, and one thing I enjoyed about camp this week was taking pictures with everybody. And one thing I learned was about myself. I never really noticed how happy God made me until this week.
Hey, I'm Julia, and one thing I really loved doing was winning the championship in rec. And I really liked learning that you can't forgive yourself because you have to understand that you don't have the power, and God already forgave you. Bye!
Hello, Grace Life.
I'm Cameron.
And I'm Jaden.
I'm Josiah.
And really made me closer to God. And I had fun going to rec and just playing games and walking around with Jaden and Josiah. And yeah, I just had a lot of fun with that.
Hey, Grace Life.
I'm Jaden.
I'm Caleb.
I'm Dylan. One thing that I loved about this week was worship with Journey Worship Co.
One thing we all learned this week is that God is above everything.
Bye.
Hey Grace Live. I'm Cam.
I'm Nelson.
I really just loved every part of camp. It was super fun. And one thing I learned was that Jesus is a never-ending hope, and that He's got you and He's got me.
My favorite thing to do at camp was free time because you get to play basketball or just go to the swim pool whenever you want it. And one thing I learned is that Jesus has unlikely love to love sinners.
Hi Grace Life, my name is Shay, and one thing that I really loved about camp this week was being able to be in our life groups and be vulnerable and be with everyone that's your age and one thing I did learn is that you have to be really willing to receive the Word of God and just to receive what He's trying to teach you.
Hey Grace Life, I'm Evelise. One thing I loved the most was the worship and how we all involved and how we actually got to know each other better and know God better. I learned that you don't have to be alone in your questions, but you have other people that also understand you and will go with you and find the right path. Bye.